Hello, students, and welcome. Today we are going to explore two very important environmental topics from your syllabus, biological magnification and ozone depletion.
We will learn about these concepts in 5 simple parts, making sure you understand each one clearly. Let's begin. First, let us refresh our memory of food chains and trophic levels, which you have studied before. Remember, each step in a food chain, like plants, herbivores, and carnivores, is called a trophic level. Now, a question to think about. As one organism eats another, is it only energy that gets transferred, or can something else travel with it? This brings us to our first topic. Okay, let's dive into this concept of biological magnification. The problem starts when harmful, non-degradable chemicals from pesticides get into the soil and water, and from there, into the plants at the bottom of the food chain. So, the crucial point is this definition. Biological magnification is the increase in the concentration of these harmful substances as they move up the food chain. Let's see how this builds. At each step, the organism consumes many from the level below it, so the toxin becomes more and more concentrated in its body. And this brilliantly illustrates why we are the most affected. Since we are at the top of many food chains, these chemicals build up to their highest levels inside us. This is not just a theory, it is why you might see newspaper reports about pesticides found in our food items. Now, let's move from the dangers in our food to a danger high up in the sky. We will now learn about the ozone layer. First, it is important to understand the difference. Oxygen, or O2, is what we need to live. Ozone, or O3, is a poison if we breathe it. But this same ozone gas forms a protective shield high in the atmosphere, almost like Earth's sunscreen, protecting us from the sun's dangerous UV rays. This layer is formed naturally when UV radiation itself acts on oxygen molecules, breaking them apart, and then allowing them to reform as ozone. So if this shield is so important, what is the problem? The problem is that human activities started to damage it. The damage is caused by synthetic chemicals called chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, which were widely used in things like refrigerators and fire extinguishers. When CFCs reach the upper atmosphere, they start a chain reaction that destroys the protective ozone molecules, causing the layer to become thin. So why should we be concerned about this? What happens if this protective shield gets weaker? The biggest danger is to our health. More UV radiation reaching Earth is a direct cause of problems like skin cancer in humans and also harms other living organisms. Now for the good news. The world recognized this problem and took action. Let us see what was done. In 1987, countries came together and agreed to stop producing CFCs. Today, it is compulsory for companies to make appliances that are CFC-free. This is a very successful example of international cooperation. It teaches us that we all have a role to play in protecting our environment. To finish, let us calmly recap the main points for your exams. Remember these keywords: biological magnification, trophic levels, ozone layer, CFCs, and UV radiation. I will leave you with a final thought. Think about how our small, daily actions can help protect our big, beautiful planet for the future. Thank you.